Hi everyone, hope you all enjoyed last week's video and we're all finding our own ways to keep active at the minute, whether it's getting out for a walk or making use of the videos we've got up on our own channel. So today we're going to be working on improving our cardiovascular fitness and endurance as much as anything, rather than picking on certain muscle groups and trying to wear them down like we have the last couple of weeks. I'm sure you'll still feel those muscles tiring out and fatiguing towards the end of the set, but our focus is going to be on just maintaining your breathing, keeping that heart rate nice and high, just all the way throughout, yeah? Rest when you need to, yeah? We are going to get a little bit of lactic acid build up, but we're not going to be resting at the end of each exercise necessarily like we usually do. Just going to work through on a loop, 5 minutes, but let's have a little warm up before we get started. Okay guys, like we do for your warm up, we're just going to make sure we've got plenty of space, be aware of your surroundings, and we're just going to get you moving, get that blood flowing, get everything warmed up, loosened up. So we're just going to go nice, reach up nice and tall to get you started. And that's it, let those shoulders come up towards your ears. There we're going from there, we're just going to rock slightly to one side, over to the other. Just kick those hips out the opposite way, nice stretch down the side. There we go, not too far. And then we're going to come feet a little bit wider, keep those legs relatively straight, come down and touch the floor, and then up. So we're going to warm up those hamstrings, get that lower back moving as well. And that's it, come out nice and wide. You can get those shoulders moving as well. There we go, keep your back flat, pushing your hips back over. There we go, we'll go one more, and from there we're going to go straight kicks, up and across to the opposite side, yeah? There we go, you might be a little bit tight, you might have to come down towards your toes. Just get them feet up as high as you can, get them hamstrings warmed up. Reaching across, bringing that core in a little bit as well. There we go, one more, plant both feet. Just going to keep that twisting movement going. Try and keep your hips squared on, facing forward. There we go, get those shoulders round. Nice twist around your obliques. There we go, from there we're going to go just opening up that chest, alternating which arm comes up and over the top. Try and feel those shoulder blades moving as well. Shoulders forward, pulling them back. There we go, so we'll go a little bit more dynamic. We're going to come down into a plank position. Then we're going to lift up one arm, reach round, run that core nice and tight. Take your time, focus on that stretch more than anything. Same again, just getting that spine warmed up. Go last one, come to knees, sit right back and drive forward into plank. There we go, we'll go a couple of those. That's it, so keep those abs engaged. You don't want those hips to drop. Put all that strain on your lower back. There we go, we'll go one more. Come into that plank. Just hold for a few seconds. Should definitely be warming up now. And there we go, we release there. Excellent, rest up. So hopefully we're feeling a little bit of warmth building up by now, and we're starting to feel just a little bit looser, especially in the areas that we're going to be working. So for today we're going to have 3 separate groups, each with 3 different exercises, all designed to just challenge the full body. It's going to be our first time working to reps, so we're not just working to a timer, we're going to be counting how many of something we do for the first time, yeah? So we're going to be doing as many rounds as possible. What we'll do, like we did last week, we'll look at the exercises for each group at the start of each round, and then as we're going into that round they're going to be nice and fresh just in the back of our minds as we're coming out to tackling them, yeah? Okay, so it's important to remember that just because we're working against the timer and we've got reps to count doesn't mean that we're going to try and rush through them at the expense of overperforming our technique. Yeah, we're going to be trying to keep track of how many rounds we do so that we can come back in the future weeks and try and beat it. Yeah, measure whether we're getting any better, but beating an old score isn't worth picking up an injury, yeah? So just think about your technique and your form all the way through. Everyone just go at your own pace. I'm aware that we might work through exercises at a different pace. Because there's only 3 exercises, chances are I'm only one in front of you or one behind if I'm not on the one that you're doing. Just keep an eye on the screen, bear in mind the 3 exercises that we're doing in your reps. I'll keep you right as we're going through and I'll be doing it with you. It's only going to be as hard as you make it. I've tried to pick exercises that we've done before, so they at least feel familiar to you, and it's going to be easy to maintain that good form as you're tiring out. Yeah, okay, so like we're saying, we're going to look at each round separately. So we're going to look at the first round, which is going to be 20 mountain climbers. So we're going to be coming into that plank position again, driving those knees forward. So we're going to be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 20. Keep those abs nice and tight. Once we've done your 20, we're going to move on. We're going to do 10 T press ups. So we're going to lay yourself down, and we're either going to come full body press like you do, or we can go to knees if we need to, and we're going to just try and put that pivot in again, yeah? So just like we did in the warm up, but this time we're leading in with a press. That's it. So as you're driving up, keep that core tight so your hips come up when your shoulders do and you're not arching back over. From there we are going to go into 5 squat jumps. Our last of the 3, so we're going to be nice and low, driving from the bottom of the range. Doesn't matter how high we get, the intention is just to get up and off the floor. It makes us that little bit more explosive. So we're going to be landing. Take your time and get your balance if you need to. Take some of that depth out of the squat if you need to. We're just trying to get nice and low, and then working through 5. Back to your mountain climbers to start off, yeah. Okay, so remember to pace yourself. Don't want to burn out in the first minute. Rest when you need to, like I say, grab a drink if you need to. We're trying to move as much as we can in 5 minutes, not necessarily continuously for 5 minutes. Okay, so we'll get this first round done while we're still nice and warm. Then at the end, I'll take a couple of minutes to run through the next round's exercises where you guys grab a breather. Okay, let's do it. Right guys, so remember first round we've got 20 mountain climbers, 10 T press ups, 5 squat jumps. 5 minutes on a loop, just get through as many as you can. Like I say, try and keep track how many you do. Gives us something to come back and work on. Yeah. Okay, 5 minutes, we're going to go straight into those climbers, into plank, driving those knees. Once you've done 20, into that T press for 10. Five squat jumps, nice and low. So you get your balance before that next one. Five done, back to mountain climbers, back to 20. T-press. Squat jumps. I say remember to grab a breather when you need to. You're not trying to play keep up with anybody. Say shake those arms off if you're feeling them. So remember, if you can feel that form going, go with one of the alternatives, drop the knees, take some of the depth out of your squats. There we go, back to climbers. Stay same again, roll those shoulders off. 90 seconds to go. Keep an eye on that form. Remember, we can go knees if we need to. Still get that reach. We're nearly there. Squat jumps. We're into that last minute. See if we can get one more time through. Seconds. There we go, 5 minutes done. Stop where you are, grab a breather, have a minute. Okay, so second round, I'm going to run through the exercises that we're going to be looking at while you guys grab a breather. So we're going to start off this one. Our 20 is going to be for our pulse squats. So we're going to be into a squat position, try and keep that chest up, weight back into your heels. And we're going to come all the way down and about halfway back up. So we're just working through sort of that mid-range section of your squat, keeping that tension on your thighs rather than coming to the top and locking out and letting them rest up every rep. Yeah. From there we're into plank jacks. So we're going to come onto your elbows, onto your toes, into that plank position, and we're going to come feet apart. Yeah, keep that core engaged. Any problems with those, take your time and just do steps side to side. Okay, from there, we've got our walkouts. So 5 walkouts, legs nice and straight, come down, palms on the floor, out in the plank, and walk back in. Yeah. And there we go. Any problem with that, never just go with plank. Try and do some of them shoulder taps and aim for 5 on each side. Rather than 5 overall. Those are 3 exercises, 20, 10 and 5. Let's get them done. Okay guys, 20 pull squat, 10 plank jacks, 5 walkouts, 5 minutes. Same again, as many times through as we can. Let's get it done. So we've got pull squat, just that bottom half of that squat ranged. And we've got 20 of them. There we go, all the way up on your 20th, into plank jacks, on your elbows, on your toes. 10 of those. Then all the way up to standing position, 5 walkouts. Goes nice and flat, walk it out. Feel them shoulders from that last round. Same again, remember to just work through at your own pace, take your time. Once you've gone all the way through, back to 20 pulse squats. Plank jacks. Back to pulse squats. Plank jacks. Remember to just step it side to side if you need to. Coming up to that last minute, let's try and get one more time through. Pulse squats, nice and low. Remember, only if you can. Come up a little bit higher if you need to. Especially as we're starting to tire out. There we go, nearly there. Last 30 seconds. So yeah, try and finish up this round if you can. Time in. Okay, so our last one. I'm just going to run through the exercises again while you guys grab a break. So we've got 20 reps, 20 V reach. So we're in that starfish position. And then we're going to reach up and across for your other toes. Shin if you can't quite get there. Knee if you can't quite get there. Yeah, just try and get these shoulders up and across a little bit. Just reaching up as high as you can. So we're going to be 20 of those. As always, thinking about your breathing when we're doing that core. And we're going to come back to standing. We're going to do a reverse lunge. And then drive that knee through up nice and high. Yeah, so it'll be 10 of those. Or 5 on each leg. However you want to count it. Just take your time. Get that balance. Remember, we're not racing through at the expense of good form. From there, to finish that one up, squat thrust, our last exercise. So Like half a burpee just without the bit where you jump in the air. So we're just going to be in and out, yeah? So it'll be 1, 2, 5 of those. Okay, so our last round, our last 3 exercises, let's get them done, 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes, so we've got 3 reaches to start on top. So we'll lay down, arms out, legs out, and we're going to reach up and across to the other side. Not forcing anything. Reach as high up that leg as you can. There we go, into lunges, driving that knee through. Same again, work at your own speed. Kicking that knee through nice and high. And there, squat thrust, so just 5. Back to the top, V-reach, you lay it down, deep breaths, get yourself set, up and across. Back to lunges, then again just working through, resting up when you need to rest, stop for a breather when you need to, if you need to. There we go, squat thrust. Five of those, back to abs, lay back down, reaching across. Twenty of those, 10 lunges, driving that knee through. So yeah, take your time, even just moving from one exercise to the next. Get your balance, just make sure you don't get up too quick. 10 squat thrusts. Remember, any problem with those, just walk those feet in and out, yeah? There we go, back to the top. V-reach, we lay it down. Bigger lunges into that last minute. Last push, get as far as we can. There we go guys, 3 rounds done. Awesome work, rest up. Okay guys, so we're going to do a little cool down just to stretch off at the end of this week. We've done some long sets there with a lot of tension on. Just try and loosen off a little bit to finish us up. Maybe even if you haven't done the workout today, good chance to just jump in and do a little stretch as well. Get a little bit of something out of it. Cool, so same again, make sure you've got a little bit of space. We're just going to start off nice and simple, reach across, and then we're going to pull behind this elbow, put a little bit of pressure on this shoulder joint, just opening it up a little bit. From there, the side that you're pulling from, just look over that shoulder. There we go, open it up, swap it across, same again, pull behind the elbow, open up that shoulder joint, and then look across the opposite shoulder. There we go, arms up, and we're just going to go palms out, stretch out, let those shoulders pull forward. And we're just going to go nice slow stretch up. Go from there, hands at the bottom of your back, and just kind of push that chest out, shoulder blades come back. There we go, from there we're going to step in, come down, reach for those heels, and then try and push your hips up, straighten them legs out, not necessarily locked. Just get a nice pull on them hamstrings and calves. Step a little bit wider, do the same, push them hips up, and there you go, plenty of tension down the back. And from there we're going to stretch your quads off, use a wall if you need to, use a couch, a little bit of something for balance, and we're going to go knees together and hips forward, so we're not there pulling right back, we're getting that stretch down the front of your thigh. Just like we do, we're going to swap. Same on the other side. Knees together. There we go, shake those legs off. Roll those shoulders. There we go, go a few big circles. Make sure you got the space. Both ways. And there we go, hopefully you're feeling a little bit better after a little cool down. Okay, 3 rounds done and a little cool down to finish us off as well. Hopefully we're all feeling a little bit more human after that. So well done everyone who has actually been doing these workouts, and thank you so much for sending in the feedback, filling in the surveys and getting it back to us. It's really important. So remember as well that the timers that we've used today or in any of the previous sessions, they're quite interchangeable. You can chop and change exercises to what feels best for you, sort of customise your training around yourself a little bit as well. You know, you might have found today that one of the rounds felt better for you or worked better for you than others. If you wanted to repeat that 2-3 times through as a full session, you could do, you know, so just listen to your body a little bit, feel what it's telling you, and just change things around as you need to, experiment a bit. As always, shout up if you've got any questions, we're always happy to help. If not, stay safe, I'll see you next week.